Hello everyone, my name is Justin. Welcome to Verbling. Today I am continuing my series with the phrasal verbs. I have a great list of phrasal verbs that are very commonly used in everyday language, and we're just going through the alphabet. We usually do about 2 letters a session, and I choose the most common ones, like I said, and what we do is we practice them. First we try to understand them just by looking at them. Sometimes it's very difficult, but it's always good to be able to guess, make a good guess and see how close you are. But if you don't understand the phrasal verb, we always try to understand them by context before an immediate definition. And this is a very important skill we use when we're learning a new language. We have to try to understand by context and understand anything that we hear. And if it's not, if you can't understand it literally, you try to think about the words around it. What is the meaning about what's the words and the meaning around the phrasal verbs? Luo, welcome. How's it going?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm doing great. Nice to see you came back. So yeah,
Yes.
we're gonna do some the letters E and F today. All right.
Okay.
Um,
Uh,
I was gonna try something different today with the document sharing. Have you ever shared um, a Google document live?
yes, I think I have been done this.
Okay, well, yeah, let's try it out. I have the link ready for you guys. I think it'll be kind of cool to see how it works. Let me see here. So I have the link here. Put it in the Verbling, and then also I'm going to put it in the other chat. All right, Sadat, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
I'm excellent. Is that how I pronounce your name? Is it Sadat or Sadat? Sadat.
Sedat.
Sadat. All right, perfect. All right. I think you've been in one of my classes before, haven't you?
Yes,
Yeah, I
I
remember
think.
you. All right, welcome back.
Thank
So,
you.
guys, let's open up this document and see what it looks like. It
Uh,
should
I
look like
I can see it. Uh,
you can see it. All right.
uh,
Um, 1 second to get it on my screen. Oh, wait. All right, I'll get it on my screen and then I'll show you what you guys should be seeing here. Should look like this. All right, and we should be able to edit it, which is going to be the best part. So I'll get to see, instead of using the chat, we'll actually use this document. All right, I'll welcome some of the other people here. Hyde, welcome back.
Hello,
Hey, how are you?
fine, thank you.
All right. And then we've got Ruth. How are you, Ruth? Can you hear me?
Hi, teacher.
All right, welcome to class. So, you guys should be able to get to this. All right, I already see you guys are all on. Nice. You guys are sharing this document. Excellent. So, the plan is, just like my usual classes for the phrasal verbs, I only chose 10 because I want to have a little more time to practice these phrasal verbs. So we're going to guess the meanings of the phrasal verbs. If you don't know the meanings, I'm gonna give or receive examples to understand them in context, and then we're gonna practice using them by writing a story. And I'd like you to try to use all 10. And like always, I'll give you some feedback and corrections. All right? Any questions? All right, we're gonna get started. All right, so we're just gonna go in order, the way we are on the screen. So that means Hyde, you're gonna get started, okay? Hi, the first one for you is egg on. What do you think egg on means?
Egon, Egon. like the chicken is warm their egg, so grew
Yeah.
up
Okay,
and
yeah.
raised up.
Has anybody heard of this one? Probably not. All right, I'm gonna what's that?
Nothing.
Okay, if anybody thinks they know the meaning, they can try to give me the definition or give me an example.
Provide.
What did you say, Sadat?
Egg. Egg on means provide. Person. Somebody.
Uh, can you
Provide.
write it? Can you write it? You
Okay.
said provide?
Yes.
I want to see this in action. So you can type your own definition here if you think you know what it is. Is it a big delay? Sadat, did you type a definition in Egon?
No.
No?
Provide someone. For example, you win this match. You are best.
Okay. All right, good guess. Let's see if I can clear it up a little bit more if I give you this example, okay?
Okay.
So this is for anybody. At first, Bob and Chuck were just having a mild argument, but Bob's friends egged them on until they started fighting. All right, I'm going to type the example here for you. At first, Bob and Chuck were just having a mild argument, but Bob. Now, what do you guys think that means?
Stimulate.
Okay. Yeah, stimulate. Else have any other synonyms? Yeah, it's very close. Hyde, I think you're spot on.
Provoke.
I like it. Provoke.
Provoke. Stimulate.
Okay. Well, these are the definitions that I have. Urge, encourage, greatly, toward doing something, usually something negative. It's a good one. I really like it, actually. Yeah? So I'm going to, hopefully you guys will be able to use this one in context once we finish the rest, okay? All right. Very good. Welcome, Dean. Nice to see you.
Hello, teacher. Very good to see you also.
All right. All right. Sounds good. Make sure you put your, I'm going to put you, your dog say on hello too, so I'm going to put you on mute, okay?
Okay, I know.
Oops, sorry. Cut him off. All right, guys. All right, we're going to Luo. You have the next one. End up. What do you think end up means?
End up is just end. Same as end.
Okay. You
Or
think it's the
finish.
same? All right.
Over or something.
Finish, over.
Mm.
Okay. I'm going to give you an example and see if you change your mind, okay? And actually, end up, I didn't write this on here. We have two definitions for end up. All right. So I'm going to give you the first example. Let's see what you think of this definition. End up. All right. We got lost last and ended up. Did you change your mind, Luo?
We got lost last night and ended up in the next town and ended up and finally in the next town.
Yeah. Finally is definitely part of the definition. Yeah. But there's a key part you're missing. Finally, arrive at. Okay.
Arrive at. Okay, arrive at.
Also, this is very interesting. Arrive at an unexpected place. All right. All right. So that's the first definition. I'm going to leave the second one up to someone else, anybody to get. Here's the second example. All right.
Run out of, maybe.
You're working too hard. If you don't take it easy, you'll end up in the... It's very similar. Anybody?
Result.
Result. Yeah, exactly. Very good. But another key part to this, one is to arrive. Arrive somewhere as a result or consequence. Very good, Luo. All right, so we got two kind of similar definitions for that one. I really like end up. It's very common. All right. Questions? If you guys have questions, please ask on the way. But we'll definitely clarify everything once we start practicing.
What? Sorry. Consequence means bad result or just result?
Consequence is the result of something happening. All right? Yeah, so I guess that's... So a consequence, so for example, I accidentally stayed out too late, and in consequence, my mother made me stay home for the next week. I was punished in consequence. So as a result of what I did. Okay? They're very similar. All right. Next, we have Ruth. So Ruth, face up to. What do you think this one means?
Face up to. To face up.
Okay, you need an example?
I'm going to face up to my mother.
Okay, that's good. I like that. It's a very general statement. So let's try to. I'm going to give you maybe a more specific example. Okay.
Face up to meaning in Spanish enfrentarse.
Okay, yeah, I guess that is very similar. I'm going to give you another example just so you guys can see it in use. You can't pretend that you're doing sooner or later. You'll have to.
You can pretend that you're doing okay because you know why did you ruin it?
Yeah, so I think you're spot on with the Spanish definition. What about in English?
Confront?
Yeah, there you go.
Assume.
Confront. There's a couple of synonyms here. Anybody else want to guess?
Assume, maybe?
Assume?
No?
This one, how about this? Admit to.
Admit to.
And take responsibility for.
Take responsibility for.
All right? So let's face up to. I'm going to try to bold these for you guys so you can see. All right, that one's pretty straightforward. All right? So let's keep going so we get through these as quickly as possible. So we've got Sadat, your turn. Fall through. There's actually two definitions.
Fall through. Fail.
Okay, I like it. Okay, fail.
Another means fizzle.
What was that?
Fizzle.
Fizzle. Oh, fizzle.
Also, fall.
Mm, I don't know. I'm going to give you the first example here. All right? Fall through. So we had originally intended to go to Mexico for vacation, but our trip fell through when I got sick. What do you think in that context? No?
Cancel it.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, not happen.
Not happen.
And this is an important note. All right? It describes something that was planned but didn't happen. All right? All right, we have one more. So this is definition 1. Let's give you the example of the next one and see if you could decide what's the difference. Oh, wait. Sorry. Never mind. My document had 2 definitions, 2 of the same ones. So there's only one definition for this. All right. All right, good. Fell through. And notice how...
I have a question.
Yeah.
This take responsibility about takes responsibility.
Uh-huh.
I write paper. For example, this all people should have the take the responsibility of being a mother. But my teacher said me take the responsibility. It is not correct. Should have the responsibility. Is correct.
Have responsibility and take is something different. If you say have responsibility, let me see. It depends on the context, I guess. I have responsibility for. That's a tricky one. I know take is definitely more common. I want to have. I have responsibility.
I write of being a mother.
I have the responsibility of being a mother. Yeah, you have responsibility of being a mother. Yeah, that works. It's a different context, so this is to confront more, take responsibility for. You take it, yeah? It's like you make the decision to take the responsibility. If you have responsibility, it's just a general statement, right? I have a responsibility to do my job. Yeah? So it just means something different when you take it. It's kind of you go after it, right? All right, but no, don't worry. Use it as an example if you're not clear, and we'll try to clear it up for you. Okay? I want to finish these, so we're gonna continue. And if you have questions like that, think of them and write them in an example for me. Okay?
Okay.
Very good. Thank you. All right, whose turn is it? So that we're back to Dean. All right, Dean, feel up to.
Okay. Feel up to. Oh, it's hard. Maybe I don't know, teacher.
No,
So
I'm gonna give you.
I going to guess.
All right.
Okay, maybe it's when the feeling is on the top, or
When the
is
feeling. Okay.
or something similar.
How about this? Here's an example I'm giving you. I know the accident was a terrible shock. Do you feel up to talking about it?
Yes. Example. Okay, I'm going to try. Okay. Okay. I feel all to love for her, is.
I guess that I feel up to. Okay. But you got to use, notice with feel up to, you have to use the gerund.
Zero.
Yeah. I feel up to loving her. I don't know, that sounds a little funny. I'm
Oh,
gonna.
yes, I know, but not my language teacher.
No, don't worry, dude. This is why we're doing this, so you can get more comfortable. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Do you feel up to learning new phrasal verbs? Haha. This is a perfect example. Do you feel up to learning new? Yeah, so feel strong enough or comfortable enough to do something.
Yes.
So you feel up to learning some new words today. Yeah, you're comfortable. Okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, thanks, Dean.
Thank you.
All right, Hyde, it's your turn. Figure out. What do you think figure out means?
Figure out, understand.
All right, I like it. All right. Very good. There's another one. I'm going to see if you can decide the difference with this one. So understand. Here's another one. For a long time, I couldn't understand the last problem. Okay, but I found between understand and this one. It's very similar. Understand could work here.
Realize, teacher.
Realize? Good guess. Let's think of the context of math, though.
Calculate.
Yeah, kind of similar. Logically,
Sort
sorry.
out.
Yeah, sort out. Logically find the answer to a problem. Solve. Very good. Solve a problem by thinking about. Right? Yeah, so understand in general, right? I figured it out. Yeah, good. All right. We could also use this for people. Yeah? I can't figure Luo out. Yeah? I can't figure him out. I just don't understand him. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Good. All right, very good, guys. We got a few more, and then we're going to start practicing. We'll have a good half hour. It's perfect. All right, these are very similar, but they're very different, just with these one preposition here. So, Luo, what do you think fill in on means?
Feeling, I have no idea. I need an example.
All right, no problem. All right, let me see. I'm going to bring this down. Get on one page here. So, fill in is very common. You fill in a form, yeah? You fill in other
Yes.
things. You add information to a form. But fill in on is a lot different. I wasn't able to attend the meeting yesterday, but I understand that it was important. In? Yeah?
Filling me in. Could you remind me or tell me something about that?
Yeah, the second one is better. Tell me something about that. Yes, excellent. See? You got it. Could you fill me in on what was discussed? Fill in
Oh,
on. So, supply information. That's very cool, especially in the office. Yeah, fill me in. Oh, I heard Jenny and Jacob were dating. Fill me in. What's the gossip? All right.
yeah.
All right. Very good. Thank you, Luo. Ruth, you're next. Fill in for. What's the difference here?
Feeling for.
This is another good one for the office. I'll give you a hint. Or for work in general.
No, I don't know how idea what. Help me
You
with
fill
an
in for
example.
someone. Huh?
Help me with an example.
No problem. All right. Professor Newton is in the hospital. And 1 second here. Rest of the term, or let's say the week. Do you know who's going for her? It's very direct here in this example.
Replace.
Yes. Is it permanently or temporary?
Replace.
Is it temporary or permanently, you think? Replace.
Temporary.
Yeah. It's temporarily do someone else's work. Yeah? Or substitute, right?
Okay.
Yeah. It's very good for work,
Substitute.
obviously. All right. Good. Thank you, Ruth.
Okay.
All right. Next, Siddhat. Fill out. There's 2 definitions for these. There's obviously a common one that we might all know.
Common meaning fill something out.
Yeah, like what? What is something?
Form.
Yeah. So fill in by itself is very similar to fill out. Yeah, you fill out a form, you fill in a form. They're definitely interchangeable. I mean, we use them both. It depends on your preference, really. Okay? All right, very good. And there's another definition. I'm going to give you the example to make it a little easier. So complete a form. The other example,
Get weight.
what'd you say?
Get weight.
Oh, I think you got it. All right, I'm going to see if to be wait. Jerry used to be really skinny, but in the last year, he's begun to fill out. Yes. Definition number 2, gain weight. Nice. Excellent, Siddhat. Very good. All right. So we got one more. Find out. It's probably pretty common. I'm going to give it to Dean. What do you think find out about?
Find out about. I don't know, but can you give me an example, teacher?
No problem. All right. Find out about. I'm sorry that you didn't know the meeting had been canceled. I didn't find out myself until just a few minutes ago. Find out. What do you think, Dean?
Okay, teacher, I know. Find out is cool. It's like to. It's similar. Figure it out, but maybe a little different. It's como discover something.
Ah, very good. Yeah. Figure out. Figure out. We said understand, logically find the answer. I didn't understand it. Probably not. It's a little different than figure out. I didn't understand it. No, I didn't find out about it. Anybody?
Teacher,
Yeah?
can I guess?
Yeah, I guess.
Learning about something.
Right on. Learn about something. Get information.
Yes, get information.
Both are correct. Nice. Excellent. All right, guys. So what we're going to do now, I wanted to kind of give this a try. I want to see if you guys can edit this document with no problem, okay? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. So I'm going to give this box to Dean. I'm kind of curious. If this doesn't work, just put it in the chat and I'll add it. This is for hide. So I want you to start writing your examples in here, okay? Try to write as much as possible. I want to try to use all of them if possible. Okay? And I'm going to give you some feedback. This will save some time, I think. All right, so start editing your column. Can you guys move up and down like this when we're sharing this? You can see all the examples, correct? Or do I have to? Can you guys see all? Can someone tell me if you can read all of this when I have the document shown like this? I think so. If not, let me know if you can't see all the examples, okay? So, what are we doing right now? I want you to write a story, if possible, because I think it's important to practice writing stories. So practice using them by writing a story. When you're finished, let me know and we're going to go over it.
Teacher, are you there, teacher?
Yep, what's going on? Let me know. You have a
Uh,
question?
yes, teacher. I have one question. I don't have idea how to write in this line.
There's a if you look in the chat, I am sharing a document.
Okay.
Yeah, go to the document and you should be able to edit it. So you go to your column and edit it, okay?
Okay.
Let me know if it doesn't work. And Ruth, do you have it figured out? I'm using one of the examples. All right, so Ruth, the link, there's a Google document linked to any both chats. I put them on. So you open the link and you can edit it in your Google documents. But if it doesn't work, just put it in the chat. Okay? Did you figure it out, Dean? If not, just put it in the chat, okay?
Okay, teacher, I'm going to put that in the chat box.
All right, yep, write it in the chat and I'll put it in the document. No problem. And it's working when I have the low bandwidth, I think. It's key.
Okay.
All right, Hyde. I'm going to start checking yours out. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to bold some things that I think should be checked, and we're going to go over them. All right. So you guys can continue working, okay? Very good. Yes. Hmm. Very good, Dean. I got yours. And Ruth, you figure it out? All right, so this looks like some of you are finishing up. Ruth, when you're ready, please put it in the chat, and I will put it in the document. No problem. All right, so Hyde, we'll go back to yours. We'll just start in a row here. We'll start with Dean. Okay. Dean, can you read yours?
Yes, teacher. I found out that my wife bought me a new cell phone, but she didn't fill out guarantee, and my cell was damaged. And then I figured out that the cell phones company won't fix my cell phone.
Excellent examples. All right. So I found out that my wife bought me a new cell phone. I'm a big guy in punctuation. What do we need here? What do you think, Dean?
I don't know.
Comma.
Okay, how to call this this symbol in English? In Spanish is comma. In English,
Yeah,
comma.
comma. Mm-hmm.
Comma.
Comma, yep.
Okay. Thank you. It's new for me, teacher. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. All right, but she didn't fill out. This is we don't call we usually don't call it a guarantee when we're talking about products. I mean sometimes we could say like a lifetime guarantee. No, we have a better word for this. Anybody know it?
Me, teacher. Warranty.
Exactly. Fill out, and we don't just say warranty, we need to have an article.
Yes.
Fill out the warranty. All right? You have to say the warranty. All right? Then let's just keep this a complete thought. Period. My cell phone was, so this is the passive voice. So what do we need? Damage. We need to change it to anybody?
D.
Yeah, damaged. To be damaged. Passive voice. And then I figured, okay, because be careful, Dean, when we, in English, we like to keep it concise. We like to keep it simple. So that's why I cut off the sentence here with a period. And now we have two sentences connected here, and that's perfect. So the cell phone was damaged, comma, and then I figured out that the cell phone's company won't fix my phone. Great. Excellent, Dean. Very good. All right. All right, let's start. Let's keep going on to Hyde, your example. We already kind of fixed one thing. Can you read yours, Hyde?
Okay. A man bumped into me on the street. I ignored him, but he asked me an apology. I felt up to win him. Then I punched him and I ate egg on our fight. I figured out he was stronger than me. I ended up in the hospital.
Excellent. All right. Very good. Way to use some of these ones. Egg on. I like it. It's a good example because we're going to explain. Right here, we have two thoughts here. A man bumped into me on the street. I ignored him. But yes, this is kind of long. Let's cut it in half. Period. I ignored him. Yep, you have to ignore someone or something, comma. But he asked me an apology. There's a different verb we use here. Can anybody give me an example?
Order?
No.
No.
Sorry to interrupt quick though.
He gave me.
Yes. Yeah, we don't ask for we can ask for apology, but this is you don't ask. He asks you for an apology. He gave me an apology.
Maybe require
Require
me
is not
for an apology.
I prefer gave. This is very common. You give someone an apology.
if so, he didn't. He didn't give me an.
Oh, he didn't. Okay, negative. He didn't give me an apology. Okay. This one is a little weird. I felt up to win him.
Mm-hmm.
I felt up to not win him. How about let's use what we use here, fight. But remember, you felt up to fight?
Fight.
Yep, let's use fight here. I prefer fight, not win. You don't win a person. You win an event, okay? You can fight, or if you want to use a similar word to win, anybody know it? There's a similar word, but it's you don't win a person. You starts with a B.
Beat. Oh.
Yeah, and be very careful when we use felt up to, feel up to. We have to use the gerund. Fighting, beating. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then I punched him. and it egged on our fight. You don't egg on something, you egg on a person. Okay? You egg on a person. So how do we
Egg
change this? It
him.
egged on.
Him.
Can we say that? It egged on him?
Mhm.
This is a separable. Egged him on. Okay?
Egg him on.
Mm-hmm. So just remember, we don't use egg on for a thing. We egg on. You can egg on an animal or something that's going to encourage them to do something. I figured out he was stronger than me. I ended up in the hospital. Excellent. So these are some good notes here. I got a person. Use the gerund. Very good. Thank you, Hyde.
Thank
All right,
you.
let's keep going. Can you read yours, Luo?
Yes. Last year, two friends of mine and I were planned to go to Hawaii for vacation, but one of them had a different opinion, so we were started to argue. Another friend egged us on until we didn't meet on the same page, so the plan fell through. But to our surprise, we ended up in London. We tried to find out why we were there. However, nobody filled us in on it. I decided to face up to this task as I felt up to doing that. Unfortunately, in the end, I couldn't figure it out. The task wasn't filled out.
All right.
A
Wow. You
little
got
bit like
the.
a tongue twister.
Yeah, and you got the prize for using the most. That's very good. You used a lot. Very good. All right, I'll go over this now. Last year, two friends of mine and I were planned. All right, we're planned. This is maybe more continuous. Planning to go to Hawaii for vacation. All right. Because if you use plan, that's more of the passive voice. Yeah.
hmm
It was planned by who? I don't know. All right. But one of them had a different opinion, so we got two past here. This is we don't need to use the two past because this is passive. So this is not you don't when you do passive you don't know who. Yeah, who did it?
Oh, okay.
So what do you think? What do we do here?
So we were starting to argue.
Yeah, or you could just say we started. We started to argue. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I wanna cut this off. It's a long sentence. Another friend egged us on. Excellent. Yeah. You have to put us in the middle until we didn't met. So we have two past here. When you use the negative, what do
Always.
we the
Yes, I
base?
always made this kind of mistake. We didn't meeting.
We didn't meet on the same page.
Same page.
Yeah. Okay, we didn't meet on the same page. Very good. I like that you're using this expression, but usually we use a different verb.
Didn't make a deal. Made a deal.
Make a deal, but let's use to be. Yeah? It's usually to be on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
To,
You could say we didn't. Yeah,
were not.
yeah, we weren't on the same page. The plan fell through. Excellent. But to us surprise, this is possessive. Our surprise, we ended up in
Uh,
London.
yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to have to make this a little quicker. I want to make sure we get through everybody's. We tried. We need to connect this here. We tried.
Well, try to. Try to.
Mhm. And this is the infinitive, not found out. Find out why we were there. Okay.
Yeah.
However, nobody. We're still in the past.
Uh, I don't know. Feel. What's past tense for feel?
Filled. It's regular.
Filled.
Filled us in on it.
Hmm.
I decided to face up to this task as I felt up to doing that. Unfortunately, in the end, I couldn't figured it out. So remember when we use modals, what form of the verb do we use after a modal?
I couldn't figure. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no
The
idea.
base form.
Base figure. Okay.
Figure it out. The task wasn't filled out. This is a little strange. Wasn't completed. Remember, it's not just complete, it's complete a form. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we won't use that. The task wasn't complete is better, okay? Very good though.
Mhm.
Yeah, just remember a couple of those rules that I showed you, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. All right, we got to keep going. Ruth and Sadat, we have about 7 minutes for you guys. Let's do it. All right, let's make this a little bigger. All right, Ruth, can you read yours, please?
Teacher, that is a little wrong.
It's a little wrong. I just copied from your two. I copied the two things you sent in the chat.
Yes, but I write very fast. I don't pay attention what
No, don't worry.
was writing.
Read it correctly, and then I'll change it.
I was dying mad when I figured out the teacher wouldn't go to class. I forgot the teacher had an accident caused of this he has at the hospital. But now a friend of mine is calling me to tell me my mathematics teacher has been falling for Rosanna teachers.
Has been
So
falling.
falling for falling. Falling for him.
Oh wait. Okay, fell. Okay, fell for. Okay, let's go over this. All right, I was studying math when I figured out the teacher won't go to class. Won't. Okay, we could probably change this to come to class.
Yes.
Yeah, won't come to class. I forgot the teacher had an accident because of this. Okay, accident, and because of this, he went to the hospital, or he is at the hospital. Okay, not bad. It works. Okay, but now a friend of mine has calling me.
Call me.
The participle.
Okay.
You're using the present perfect right
Has
now.
called me to tell me.
Yeah. Called me to tell me my math. Tell me. And not necessarily, we would say that my mathematics teacher has been falling for. No, not falling. You said it's fill. Yeah.
It's fell.
Filling in for.
Filling in for persons. Teacher.
Okay, teacher. Okay.
Teacher. No.
Possession. Rosanna's teacher. So I had to continue studying.
Exact.
Perfect. No, very good. Very good. Yeah, that all works. Excellent. Thank you, Ruth.
Okay, teacher.
All right, Sadat, last but not least, can you read yours, please?
Okay, I have a question quickly.
Uh-huh.
He is or he was at the hospital.
Okay, you could. Well, I mean, you're talking about the past, but then you connect it with the present. That's what she's doing here. So it can work. But if you want to say that it was finished, then you'd use was. But if he's currently in the hospital, you say he is. He is at the hospital now. You're implying now when I'm speaking.
No.
Yeah. But if you use was, if she wants to change it to was,
He's not
this is
in
implying it's finished.
the.
Yeah. You understand?
Okay, yes.
All right. Good question. All right, Sadat.
Although this problem was very challenging, I figured it out. So we ended up good result for us. My advisor was phased up to me for new project, but it didn't fall through because my advisor went to different country. Nobody can fill in him forever.
All right. Okay. So although this problem was so challenge is a challenge, but we want to use a different form here. the gerund. Yeah?
Gerund.
Yeah, because you have to be. Yeah?
Mm.
If you want to say this problem was a challenge, you could say a challenge. You can't say very a challenge. Was a very no. You could say it was a challenge. Yeah?
Was a challenge.
Or you could say very challenging, okay? You have two options.
Very challenging.
I figured it out. Very good correction. It is in the middle. Or you could say I figured out the problem. This is specific. You can put the specific object at the end. Pronoun. It's just one of the rules we have for phrasal verbs. So we ended up, what do you say? Good results. We need a verb here. Ended up.
Finally, get.
Yes. And when we use, after prepositions, we often use the gerund. We ended up getting good results.
Yes.
And this is not necessary for us because we already say we.
Okay.
It's kind of redundant. So I'm just going to take that out. My advisor was faced up to me. So remember, this is a common error I'm seeing right now. What form of the verb is this? To be faced.
To be. I mean admit to. Face up to. Admit to. My advisor was admitted to me for new project.
We want to put it in the gerund. To be facing up to. Okay?
Facing up.
But actually, I kind of just prefer in the past. My advisor faced up to me. Okay? For a new project. Faced up to me for a new project. Sounds a little strange. Was facing up to me. I'm going to change this quite a bit just because it sounds a little strange, okay? My
Okay.
advisor was facing up to me. And because someone is kind of like, you remember what it means? Like confront? Yeah?
Mm.
But it didn't fall through. Excellent, this works. Because, and then this is not necessary. Because my advisor went to a different country. Nobody can fill in. Remember, it's not fill in. We need something here. For. Fill in for him forever. Okay? So facing up, just remember facing up. Where is it? Right up here. Confront. I think you're trying to use this definition. Take responsibility. I don't know. Be careful with using this one, okay?
Admit.
Face up to. All right? Because it doesn't really work in this context that well. All right? He was facing up to me. You can always try to just replace it. My advisor was admitting to me that and asked me a new project. My advisor was taking responsibility. Is that what you're trying to say?
Admit.
Usually confront, face up to someone, but it's usually a thing, facing up to the project. Okay? You face up to something. You take responsibility to do something. Okay? Admit to, you face up to doing a new project or something, but sorry I can't get into this too much, but just be careful. I just want to warn you that this one can be tricky to use it in the right context. All right? Maybe look up a couple examples online. You can just search face up to and find some examples. All right, guys, we are out of time. But excellent. Thank you for your participation, and I hope you understand these phrasal verbs a little better. And yeah, I'm going to save this document, so this document is for you guys to take home. All right?
Okay.
I think it should just automatically save. All right. So yeah, you can look forward to a couple. I'm going to do letters. What do we get to? F, G, and H for next class. Okay. So we'll just keep doing the alphabet, and you'll learn plenty of these, and hopefully remember some of them and use some of them. All right, guys. All right. Thanks. Nice seeing you all, and have a great day.
Thank you,
Thank
teacher.
you.
Bye bye. Have a
Bye.
great day. Bye bye,
Yeah, you
everyone.
too. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.